All right, I'll give it a few minutes. See who comes up. If anybody comes up. Of course, we're not popular. We're not a popular YouTubers. We're just barely making it. One of these days, we'll stop eating canned beans and start eating real meat. How's that? We'll become multi-millionaires YouTubers. One of these days. So you slept good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Slept good.
Yeah. Well, we go to bed early, man. My sleep is like shitty. You know what I mean?
Like 10 o'clock.
I was asleep about between 10 and 11 o'clock. Well, I canceled Hulu because they like I said, they raised it like 20 something dollars, and I was like, "Are you offering anything new here?" No. So why should I pay it? And like I said, you could what's the name? YouTube plays movies. Now, someone you have to rent, which I have no desire, unless it's a new movie.
Is
But
it?
no, I'm saying if it is,
Mhm.
and it's like something we want to see, yeah, I can see renting. But if it's a BS movie, like a movie that's been put out in 1980, no, like Hulu does.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I was telling you, I tried to look up a show that we used to watch in the 60s and 80s, and then they want me to pay for it. I ain't paying for that shit on Hulu. I said, it's over 30 years old. Why should I pay it? And why isn't anybody coming up?
Mm.
They've been live for 2 minutes and nobody's here.
Maybe they have Baguio, they have typhoon, so they cannot do the live. No.
Well, I said,
Yeah.
I put out the notification yesterday. Hey, Ottowind, how you doing, man? Good morning, good morning.
Idlewild. Good morning.
Well, you're the first one to show up, man.
Yeah, that's right. Either early this afternoon or tonight will arrive. Hopefully, it won't get worse. That worse that they said it's Typhoon 5. Cannot do it.
Yeah, we got, what, 30 gallons of water? Pure water, 30
Yeah,
gallons.
yeah.
We got, I just filled up another 5-gallon container of diesel fuel, so we got like 10 gallons of diesel fuel for the generator.
Mhm.
We got enough food in the house.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Cheryl takes the invitation and stays here. I'm hoping. But if she don't, I mean, she's a grown woman, she do what she wants.
No, I, they want to go home to fix up the house, and when the weather is become worse, they can come here this afternoon.
Well, happy birthday, man.
Hey, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
So how's everything down that end?
Is it your microphone is on?
Yeah, it's on.
Just like I cannot see the red.
It's right here. There we go. Hopefully I didn't mess it up.
Good morning, darling.
Hey, Daryl.
Lawrence.
How's life in Texas?
Idea White. Idea White was his birthday today. I think.
Idlewild, yeah. It's his
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
So it's everybody. It's somebody's birthday throughout the world. I wonder how many birthdays are today or tomorrow. A lot of people.
And I also, even he's not watching our live, though he's my friend in Facebook. I want to greet my one of the boy that I taking care in Hong Kong. Happy birthday, Junyan. Happy birthday.
You think he's watching?
I post already in, I don't know.
You don't know.
Mm-mm.
You just give him a shout out just in case.
Yeah. Happy 1992. 34.
Well, anyway, it's happy late birthday wishes there. I don't know. It's fine, man. It's fine. That's okay. At our age, man, you take it when you can. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't exaggerate things. We're about as prepared as you possibly can be. I put the motorcycle in the garage, but like I said, I went out and got an extra 5 gallons of fuel for the diesel, for the generator. So we should be good. And I got to get some fuel gas for it, and then I'll go from there. The only major thing that the deal breaker on that truck is most of the time is what speedometer, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, the speedometer cable broke on it. So I get that fixed. And then whoever wants to buy it can buy it, you know. The funny thing is, man, I hear people say, well, how do we make payments? No payments. No. You pay cash and then you can go away and I never have to see you again.
When I bought that, I paid it cash. So if someone wants to buy it, I want cash also, so that I can buy what I want to buy also.
Yeah, his ass well. Lecture garden.
Asawa.
Asawa.
His wife.
His wife likes to garden.
Thank you, I do a while.
What's 20 pesos?
What is 20 pesos there?
I have no idea. And they've been, I'm not gonna say obsessive, but they've been watching the weather report. It's in Tagalog, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got no business. I wouldn't have no idea what to say. So I come in here.
I starting with on the truck 20 pesos.
Yeah.
Make it higher.
It's a tough truck. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but it's a working truck. Oh, okay. You auction it off?
Uh-huh.
No. Do you think getting that truck was a mistake?
Yeah.
I think the people who talked you into it had other plans. That's my own personal opinion. They had other plans for it. I'm getting better, man. I'm getting better. You just deal with it, you know. Had some miles as below me last night. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those walking
Some
guys
stuff.
selling stuff.
Oh yeah. Don't we go buy anything right now? No, everybody's getting ready for this
Yes,
fight.
sir. They are selling mattress.
Mattresses?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot, guys. Yeah. Well, it's a guy talking. He's got a weird voice.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll see people walking around with mattresses all rolled up. They'll be selling them.
those.
They're not going to be they're about that thick, you know.
Yeah.
Typical Philippine mattress, you know, the ones they buy off the street vendors. How much you think? How much you them guys when they buy them? How much you think they pay for?
It depends because that is offer installment.
Installments. Some guys are walking around.
Yeah, installment, and then they will come back after. Oh, after they will schedule the month that they are going to come back and get the repayment. Hey, good morning, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. Hey, yeah, I'm getting there, man. It's just we don't. When you get up in age, you don't heal as fast. Like you remember, like a kid, you feel like crap one day. Your mom gives you something, you know, and then you go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and 9 times out of 10 you're fine. And sometimes that doesn't work out for us.
He's old.
And plus, I don't like taking a lot of medicines.
Yeah, that's the reason why you didn't get better. DC, good morning, DC.
Hey, DC, what's going on? What is going on?
Good evening.
Anthony, they say we will. Okay, they say it's headed. This was it? They say it's 700 and something kilometers wide. This typhoon coming through is 700 and something kilometers wide. So I think everybody's going to get something out of it. You know.
Yeah, almost. The typhoon covered the whole region 1, the whole north.
Ever tried this dessert before? Oh, I just.
Now you don't. You never.
What is it?
What is the taho? The vinegar that they're selling?
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I guess I haven't.
That is good.
Yeah, like I say, Anthony, it's a wide 700 and something kilometers wide.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't want to say because you really don't know. You know, I mean, I might say, "Oh, we'll be fine," and then next thing tomorrow, you know. But it's you can't predict it. You just hope for the, you know, you expect the worst and hope for the best. You know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, good morning, Anton Brown.
Hey, Anton, how you doing? Yeah, I remember you, man. Washington State. Yep.
Thank you very much.
But you want to know something, Anthony? The people in the Philippines are a different breed of people. You know what I mean? Yeah, there is some here that whine and cry about things, but the average Filipino, they deal with things. You know, they don't expect anything from anybody, and they just they fix what has to be fixed to the best of their ability, and then they just move on. You know. That's why I have a lot of respect for these people. They don't wait around for the most part. I mean, this one. Where did the last one hit? Cebu.
Cebu.
Okay, there was people stuck on the roofs because of the flooding, and I mean, there's only so much you can do up on a roof, you know. But you also got to keep in mind how hot it was. They said it was in the 90s, and the average home here is a metal roof, so you can imagine how hot it was. So, you know, like I said, they do what they can do. You know, they don't sit there and whine and cry and play the victim. They just let's do what we got to do, and they come together as a community. You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes, but I don't know.
They will go back home first to fix their house, and if the weather become worse this afternoon, they can come over.
Oh, they're coming back here if it gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will get worse as far as the heaviness of the rain.
They will fix the house. They put some roof.
Well, yep, they are. They're very resilient. Very. There is the government helps as much as they possibly can. I mean, they give them food or rice. Plenty of times when I was doing a video, if you walk by right across the street from the police station, there's like a little what do you call it? A setup area where they got like a roof, no walls, but roof, and you'll see like rice sacks and everything like that piled up when something happens. But for most of the time, the Philippine people here just depend on themselves and their family members and friends. They don't depend too much on the government. I mean, it's an island. It's so much stuff is thrown at them. And it's just one of the smallest countries in Southeast Asia, right?
Is
Because
it?
it sits, what I mean by because it sits all by itself. It doesn't have any adjoining, like Thailand's has like Vietnam and places like that. It's all one big landmass. Here it's just a bunch of islands sitting out in the ocean.
Yeah.
So when they get hit hard. But they have been here for the past day or two. They've been doing like cutting, going around looking at the trees, seeing the ones that look dangerous, and they've been cutting them down and stuff like that. So they're doing a lot of pre stuff. They're not.
And the rescuer already getting ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like I said, expect the worst and hope for the best.
They said it's the it will landfall early this evening or at the middle of the night. That is the worst thing, the worst part. The typhoon will arrive at night, not the daytime.
That's what it's supposed to hit tonight.
Yeah,
I thought it was supposed to be like,
tonight be early.
but they always hit.
The
They always
the
hit.
weather forecast will it go it's either tonight or very early in the morning.
Yeah, yes, we do. We have everything. Like I said, if it could be moved, it was put in the garage. Like I said, the motorcycles, the generator, the fuel, the water, and anything around the house. If it could move, it was put it down. I'm just hoping the mountains kind of help us block stuff.
Only in my grill. What happened to my grill if there is a strong wind?
What's
My
that?
barrel pro grill. Do we need to put inside the garage also?
What?
The barrel grow grill
I
barrel
hope,
pro.
you think we should?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We had to. I mean, we got time. Moved our smoker and put that in the garage. Is this the last one of the season? You think this will be the last one for the season for this year?
We don't know yet.
You don't know, yeah.
We still have where's the it will go into the alphabetically arrangement. This one is letter U already.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, my garden suffer. It's good that they're still small, the one that I newly planted.
Yeah, but no, you're right. That's what I was looking at. This isn't all the major, but like we'll still get some residual. I mean, we'll get the rain. I mean, it's already clouding up pretty bad here, but we'll see. You know, yeah, I'll put I won't put it in. Miles won't let me put it. Miles will not let me put it in there. I'll say I have no problems with that.
We can put that one in
There's more than enough room
in
in
a
the garage.
porch.
There's more. No, I don't want to put it on the porch. There's just more than enough room in the garage. More than enough room. Remember, it's only temporary. It's not going to stay in there.
Mhm.
Everything that we're doing right now, putting stuff in the garage, is only temporary. We're not gonna. Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, Del, where Florence's family lives, what area, are they gonna get hit? Probably, because they live, what's the largest amount of rain we ever received? It's not, what do you think was the largest amount?
It's not that we received a large of rain last September.
Is it when it rained for 2 weeks straight?
Yeah, almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, wait, what it would do, Anthony, what it would do is it would go in a cycle, okay? You would have no rain, and then all of a sudden you have a downpour for a few minutes,
Yeah.
and then it would drizzle for a while, okay? And then stop, and then a downpour. And this is every day, nonstop. It just went in a cycle. And that was for like 3 weeks. And I was like, man, I hope we don't have no flooding. And we did. We did. Would that area be affected?
Mabusag, yeah. We, they, we are living in the same town, so they do.
What's that?
Mabusag is just passing by the
Oh, yeah.
bridge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll get something. Like I said, it keeps on changing. The path of it, it keeps on changing. So one time it looked like it was like we were going to be a direct hit a couple of days ago. Then all of a sudden, as time went on, it started dropping south, which I don't have a. I mean, I don't have a problem with. I just feel for the people on down south. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's and also, Anthony, they have what I call Texas downpours, where it looks like somebody just took a bucket and goes like this. You know what I mean? And you're like, whoa, you know. That's when all the damage happens, you know, when
Flooding.
but like I said, whoever, and I've always said this, whoever designed the drainage system for this town and this area was a genius. You know what I mean? Because they don't they don't have floods, but also a lot of these areas why they have floods is because people dump garbage down into the drainage system. The water went off, you know,
Yeah.
and you can see that if you ever watch videos of when people getting hit. 9 times out of 10, you see trash floating in the water. You know, here, if you get caught putting trash in, oh,
That's why they are
oof.
they are 2 times a week they are cleaning, they are watching the road.
Yeah, they do. They was it 2 times a week? They
Yeah.
had people are being paid for this, don't you know? But they have people like Bob said 2 times a week that go out and they hold street sweepers. You know,
Tuesday and Saturday.
and each one guy or captain hires a certain amount of people, whatever allotted to, and they come out twice a week and they sweep the streets in the barangay.
Yeah.
But what irritates me, okay, it doesn't irritate me. It's like "God, that is so messed up, and I don't know how you all feel. Is after they sweep it, a couple hours later, people be like walking down the street and they'll drop the trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, that is so rude.
Those people riding tricycle or motorbike, what exactly when they drink or eating something.
Yeah, when on the motorcycles or whatever, they'll be drinking, say, a soda or whatever. After they're done, they'll just drop it.
I don't like that kind of
No, they just drop it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I don't know. Yeah. No, you're right about that. When you take away the landscape and like trees and stuff, I understand what you're saying. There, a lot of times in trees that they put, the nature built. That's what I want to say. Nature built is there for, and it helps the landscape, you know, like mudslides and stuff like that, because the roots keep the soil in place.
The roots keeps the
Sorry, man. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I remember one time when I was truck driver, I was going up. What was I doing? I was on one of the major highways, and a truck driver. He was a slob, man. Okay, just so disrespectful. I guess whatever he was eating at the time, every time he was done with something, he just throw it out the
Yeah.
window. Okay, but the funny thing is, there was a cop got on, saw what he was doing and got on the ramp. I guess the guy was too busy. I don't know what he was doing. And he was right behind him, close enough where the truck driver couldn't see him. And I guess the state trooper was walking down every time he threw something down on it, out the window, and he pulled him over, man. Nobody said anything to him either. Like, hey, there's a cop behind you. Nobody said anything because they knew what he was doing was like totally wrong. You know, there's people everywhere in the world that has no respect for it. Yeah, has no respect. Also, like about Texas is that like if the weather guesses say, hey, tonight we're gonna have freezing rain, everything like that. They prep for that. They lay down like anti-ice and stuff like that, like the not the whole the day before, but like going into the evening, you see them doing that. But Texas is on top of things, man. Texas is on top of things. Yeah,
Uh,
yes, he will. Yes, he will.
yeah.
He will be. Oh boy.
This Mark is fine.
He'll be fine, but he's
Fine. Not except if there is thunder really.
oh yeah,
Only rain is okay. It's much better.
not heavy rain.
Yeah.
When it's heavy rain, he becomes a basket case. And then when it starts thundering,
Such a baby.
yeah, he is. But he does, yeah, he does. He puts his head underneath the bed. Yeah, but I think we're about as prepared as you could possibly be. There's always something you got to do, though. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What? 100 degrees?
It gets hot in
Degrees
Texas.
in
It can get hot in Texas. Especially down like down towards Laredo. Oh, I've been in Laredo lots of times. It gets hot there. Yeah, it gets quite warm. But they get the snow. People tell me, oh, it doesn't snow in Texas. Okay. Okay. All right. But see, the good thing, Texas takes care of the roads. Go to places like Montana and Wyoming, they don't take care of the roads. Well, you have a lot of people from, which I don't understand, a lot of people from the north and northeast that moved down to Texas or Florida, and they should be used to the ice, driving on icy snow. You know?
Yeah. Maybe if I am the one who's driving the car or truck, maybe no.
I don't think you make it in.
You go. You go. I will stay at home.
I'll say, hey, Dal, how's Florence do with the snow and stuff like that? Is she used to it by now, or is it like?
Maybe she is already. It's more than
Well, she's been in, yeah,
30
yeah,
years in US. Maybe
yeah, but
used to.
like I told Miles, I said, man, I said, you don't want nothing to do with the snow. It's pretty to look at from inside your house, but it gets old. You know, especially like the day after, or the second or third day after it snows, it starts looking ugly. The reason why, because it starts getting nasty looking. They just want it to go, you know. It does. It gets ugly. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm done with the cold. I'm done with the cold. And I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. I'm over it, you know. And then took myself to Colorado. I don't know what I was thinking.
Mhm.
That place gets cold, especially out in the plains.
We hate ice and snow.
No, yeah, I don't think anybody really. I mean, it's especially when you got to shovel it up off your sidewalk and driveways. Like, oh man. Well, oh, you talking about up in Washington? Now in the high, do you only get snow there in the high levels, like in I'm trying to think, in Spokane and in other places like that, Seattle? Do they get in the city itself? Do they get a lot of snow there? Oh, you're up in the Cascades, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is just
North, northern up by Canada, I believe. Yeah, you do get tired of snow, man. Some people love it.
maybe for the first time. Maybe for the first time I love it, but if it is, it, maybe I don't want to go out when I saw this snow. Whoa, go out! I will stay at home.
The only problem with it, okay, because usually when it's snowing, it's cold, okay? And no matter how warm you dress, there's something on your body that's getting cold. Whether it's your
You
hands,
were
usually your feet. Your feet.
you were all woolen underwear.
And I got one time when I was in Seattle. Yeah, Seattle, Washington, okay? And I was having truck issues. This is when I was a truck driver. And I had to get some things done. And the only place that could take me that day, because in the truck driving industry, if your wheels ain't turning, you ain't making no money. Okay.
Mm.
So they told me to go to Seattle. And I was like, well, okay. Well, number one, the place I had to go, I don't understand why they put a truck Peterbilt shop there because it was really hard getting in there. Okay. Because the streets were pretty tight. And I went in there and I was sitting there. The guy said, "Hey, man, this is going to take like a day or two." So it says the work's not hard, it's the parts. And I said, "All right." And I was there, and the guy comes up to me and he says, "Hey," he goes, "While you're here, why don't you go take about a mile and a half walk and go to Kurt Cobain's house?" And I looked at him. I'm like, "Why is he there?" Everybody knows Kurt Cobain. He's no longer walking the earth. And he goes, "No." I said, "Then why would I want to go to somebody's house if they're not there?" And there was a guy behind him laughing his ass off. Right? The guy got mad, and the guy comes up and he goes, "Dude, that was so funny." He goes, "This guy is so deep into Kurt Cobain, so deep, and he idolizes him." And he said, "I think you hurt his feelings." He said, "You didn't want to go there." I said, "What is this see? It's a house." Well, actually, it's on top. Yeah, there's a house there, but on top of the garage, the detached. I don't want to go there. He's not there. I mean, yeah, I appreciated his music, but I wasn't a fan, if you could call it. He was a little bit after my time. I respected his talent, so I say that much. But yeah, I was like, "Is he there?" No, he's dead. I said, "Then why would I want to go there?" And I think I hurt his feelings because I wasn't a fan of Nirvana. Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
what?
Maybe this is sleeping right now.
Yeah, it's put it out for now. Yes, they're here now. We heard the baby crying.
Will
And I've been keeping, not because I like kids are great, man, but the way I've been feeling, man, I know my attitude is there. So I've been kind of like ask Miles. I've been trying to like distance myself and I was staying in the bedroom and everything like that. Now I haven't been totally ignoring him. I've been talking to him, but does she understand why I've been staying in the room and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to think I don't like her. I just
They
don't
don't want. Hi.
we talking about though.
Yeah, they don't want to be to be online and say hi.
What are you talking about?
One of your viewers.
Are you having a senior moment? That was a good guy, man. See, that was your typical retired military man. He just lets everything roll off. He's a good guy. But what are you having a senior moment? Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sierra.
Watson, I know Watson was that big, but 450 East. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. You're like northeast, right? Up in that. I'm thinking. Never mind. Never mind. Washington is about as far west, northwest you can. It is in the States. You know, that's up, I don't know what I was, never mind. Yeah, Star's very shy. And I think with the events that have happened, though, with the events that have happened, I think her self-esteem is like shot to shit. And you understand what I mean. She's a beautiful girl and a great mom. Awesome, awesome mom.
He's
Yeah,
trying to do his job as mother and father.
exactly. And they got, oh, Liam 10 years old.
Then
Liam, the boy, Liam is 10, and the child's 1.5 years old.
yeah.
So she got a lot of shit thrown at her. Like I said, Miles and myself help out as much as possible, but and we already had this conversation. We're not going to jeopardize ourselves. You know what I mean? You can help, but you can't hurt yourself. I know it's not selfish or greedy, but you got to remember, hey, I got to eat. I got to pay my bills. You know, and I'm living it. It ain't like I'm out working. But I'm hoping when I go back to the States, I'm hoping that she'll come here and stay on a permanent basis. And some of you understand, man, anything can happen. Anything can happen with Miles. Okay. Miles is, how could I say this? Miles is always going. Okay. And sometimes she kind of walks that line of being dangerous. With some of the things you do, it's like, Miles, stop. What are you doing? Please tell me what are you doing. What do you want to get from this?
Cannot keep still.
I understand that.
I have something. If I am thinking something to do, I need to do it.
I understand that, but there's a limit. There's a limit to man. There's a limit to your capabilities. You just don't know it yet. I know mine. I know my limits now. You know, I can't climb trees anymore. You know, I
I
can't.
can still
I
if
guess
my hand, my one arm wasn't like this, I can still climb a tree.
yeah, you probably could. I wouldn't put it past you. Or you would at least try to. I have to give you that. That's why I have a lot of respect for mine. You know what I mean? That she dangerously don't know her limits.
I grew up. You know that when I was young, I grew up on the branches of the guava.
Well, you grew up.
every day.
You grew up. Miles grew up in the sticks. Okay, like we would say, growing up in the sticks. That's basically where If you ever see the summer, if I ever go to the summer, I will video it. But it's like, I mean, the latest update they had, well, how many years ago? 2 years ago, they put concrete road in. You know, it was dirt roads for the longest time.
It's nice to drive in there.
Yeah, I mean that's
That's why if people can afford to have a vehicle, they will because they are enjoying the.
the only problem I have found. A lot of people in that area are on survival mode,
Yeah,
and they do things that piss you off. You know what I mean? And you're like, "Hey, Jack and Maria,
Jack and Maria, good morning,
good
good
morning. Glad to see you,
evening.
bud. Glad to see you." Yeah, it's just they're on survival mode there. Okay, and sometimes they do things, and you're like, "Why did you do why?" You know. You know, though, it would not surprise me. Okay, it would not surprise me if the. You think the market will be open tomorrow?
Yeah,
You know, they just, like I said, they just they go about life. You know,
yeah.
they go about. They're so used to, like I said, they're small.
They
This is
live,
a tiny compared to the rest of the Southeast Asia. Philippines is a tiny country. You know, and it's surrounded by water, and they deal with a lot of crap that's thrown at them.
But
And that's
not-
why they are the way they are.
but not all of them. Some of them are closed if the weather is getting worse.
Oh, the older ones probably. The
Yeah.
older ones. But I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. The older ones will be there because they've been dealing with this crap for forever. It's
Mhm.
the younger ones. You know, the ones that own the younger ones that own the stalls. I'm not talking like I'm talking like the 20-year-olds, maybe younger. I'd be very surprised if they're there. It's the older ones that just like you got a rain jacket. Let me put it on. I'm going to go to work. That's just the way they are, you know. Good morning, man. Glad, like I said, glad to see you, man. How did us two meet? Facebook. That we became Facebook
Facebook
friends.
friends.
We were friends. That's it. It was at the time, man. I just came out of a really, really bad relationship. I mean, it was bad. I know people say that, but it was bad.
I said
And I
friends.
didn't want anything to do with the relationship. I was actually I was living in a semi truck.
And
Yeah.
until now, we are still friends.
Yeah, we're still
There's a-
friends.
They said, friends we will be
Well, that's how you have
now
to be.
and forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say you got to be friends before you become lovers, right?
Yeah.
If you ain't got a shared friendship, man, you're just wasting your
And
time.
then he said, friends so in love with one another.
Bell was having a conversation with himself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Anthony. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's Anthony talking to. Yeah, that's right. Dell asked him, did he live in a certain area? And now
What
Anthony's
is
asking.
Oroville?
I have no idea. Where's
Oroville and
Oroville?
Tonasket. Tonasket.
I don't know.
This is Canada.
No,
Yeah,
that's
the border.
Texas is a huge state. Huge. But I noticed the farther west you go out, that's populated area. It's a lot of empty land. Well, I'll put it so somebody owns it, but it's not developed.
Yeah.
But Texas is a big state. It's big. Okay, Anton, thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Anton. Thank you.
Be good. But yeah, we're just fighting it, man. You know. Oh God, I could do more things now with this.
What's that?
You can put them in timeout. You can ban them, or you can delete the comment.
Not yet, body man. Not yet. I've never been in US since ever since.
That she's never been to the U.S. And after she tried that one time, she has no desire. She said it's a money grab. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
I
But she
tried one time, but the visa that I am securing is tourist visa
Yeah,
because Brent and I haven't get married yet. So
yeah. But you telling me that it seemed like every person that was young got granted, but everybody that was around your age was denied.
yeah,
Yeah, Miles, no, she's never been here. And like I said, I don't think she has really any great desire to go.
I do, but I don't want to live in there.
I don't know. Lately, I don't know. I don't know. You're probably right though, but it just seems. I don't know.
Let's see with what the next what's happened because Brent wants to go back to States. I don't know when.
I've been procrastinating on it, trying to trying to get it done here, but it just doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere.
Yeah.
So
So that's what I said. I advise you to go back. It's more easier than here. Ever since it's no progress until now, no progress. It's become like that.
yeah,
Go all over the place, contact different people.
I don't know. I'm trying to get it.
Invite.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem. How long have we been married? You tell me. Your birthday.
6 years. Yeah, we are getting married 2019.
We've been knowing each other since 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were married.
No.
I don't know why that's there. I wanted to see if anybody wanted to come on, but it's not letting me do it. All right, copy. Okay, wait.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Copy.
Oh, here we go. Maybe this will work. Now, if you want to come on, that's fine, but keep in mind we're adults. And there's no, seriously. And there's ladies in the room. So if you got a sailor's mouth, you just got to learn to control it. But if you want to come on, like Daryl, anybody,
Florence and then Florence.
or I talked to Diane's Diane's. I talked to Miles's daughter. Well, I left her a message saying, "Hey, we're gonna go live. If you want to come up on the stream, I'll send you an invite." But
The problem is she's busy during Sunday.
yeah,
At our time, live streaming, our time is her busy time. She need to work.
so she's pretty. From my hear, I don't know if it's true, buddy, but they say that it's easier for what, like your wife, but she came in on a working visa. It's easier to change that to like a permanent, I guess you would say, and stay there. It's really not. I think it's more the Philippine government that don't want the people to leave.
Mm.
Hey, Dolph. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
Good morning,
Appreciate
Dos
you.
Bagas.
It's Dolph.
Good
Dos
morning.
Bagas. Thank
For
you
the
very much,
first
man.
speaker. Thank you
We
so
do
much.
appreciate it. Don't expect. We don't. How can I say this? We don't expect it.
Mm.
But like I said, there's the link right there. If anybody wants to come up, that's fine. But
To page 2 of secret list. Thank you, Don.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Miles' secret list. Yeah. Nah, actually, I always knows what Miles
Thank
did,
you,
but
Pat.
sometimes she just forgets to say something, and that's why I call it a secret list.
Thank you so much. Enjoying retired life. Thank you. And say good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
What?
Come out,
Oh.
Lawrence.
She ain't gonna come up. Which is fine.
Good morning, Tony. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, we're doing what we can. You can only do well. I shouldn't say you can only do so much, but you prepare it and you just hope for the best. We got everything, and there's a lot of people here been working this morning as far as patting down everything to make sure.
Nah.
All right, just let me know what happens, though. This is the first time I ever did it, so yeah, we're actually what is it? No, 13 hour East Coast. We're 13 hours ahead because you're all daylight saving time thing. So, Tony, where you at? Where do you live? You ain't got to give me a town, just a state. How old are we? Well, I'm 35, and Miles is 61.
So yeah, we have 30 years gap.
Now we're both the same age. We're both the same age.
Yes, and he's 61 years old. North Carolina.
Oh yeah, you guys been away for a while there. Yo boy.
Good morning.
Yo boy,
Yeah,
Dodge.
boy, Dodge.
Yeah, these guys been away. You'll enjoy it. And your wife will probably be like, damn, this place has changed. Because a lot of people, I've only been here, almost 6 years? January will be 6 years. And a lot of things have changed here in that 6 years. North Carolina, do you live near Nags Head, that area, or what would that be? West of Nags Head?
$170.
$117 for a steak?
That expensive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. No.
Was it one of those? Was it those chain places like the Outback or the other ones, steakhouses? Well, that's good. That's good. Cebu,
See.
they got hit hard with the last one that came in. Didn't they?
Yeah.
They got hit with a typhoon. They got hit. They had Dallas, North Carolina. Yeah, they got hit hard. I feel for them people. Yeah, they get the typhoons and then the earthquakes. It's like, come on, man, give me a break.
Hmm.
He's not happy. Why isn't he happy, Doss? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had to read it. What? But that's not that bad. I mean, could be worse.
Hmm.
We have a one level, one story house. I don't, I just, yeah, it's crazy.
Hmm.
It's crazy. Like I said, these people, they get everything thrown at them and then they just keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's signal 3 now.
Has been upgraded to signal number 3. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Tonight.
What's it at now?
Now
The 2?
it's just like getting there. I don't know the weather bulletin will
Yeah.
update every 2 hours.
But also it could drop when it hits landfall, it could drop.
Yeah.
Not right away, but as it moves east, it could drop down to its strength could lose weaken. Hopefully that's what happened.
You can see me. You are it.
Let me see if I can do that. No, I'm not with this man. I'm going there. There you are. I see you now.
Oh,
There
oh,
Get this to work.
oh, good morning, Darren.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, you got to talk. Hey, make sure you don't have no like speakers or sound on because you'll get the echo effect.
I have a delay.
Oh,
Turn
yeah,
your
you always
computer a
have a
little
delay.
bit.
Oh,
So,
Lord.
well, because the USB thing is behind it.
All right, well, this is Dell. He's a retired Air Force guy. He's married to a Philip woman. He's been married to her
Wait,
for
that computer back towards me. Turn the computer.
35 years.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay. And he's been retired. Well, he's not retired yet, but he's going to retire in the next 2 to 3 years.
How
He's
do
going to
I-
do the. He's going to do the. He's going to do the
I gotta
living wherever he lives in the States
kill one of
to
these.
the Philippines. Every couple months, he's going to fly back and forth. He's not going to live here permanently, right?
No.
He left.
Yeah.
All right, now. You're probably having issues. That's fine.
Yeah.
They're going to take over a house. Who's going to take over a house? Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I like my peace and quiet. And see, Miles knows that if I come in here or if I go to the bedroom, I just don't want to be messed with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just leave him alone.
I mean, I got it. I can watch whatever I want to watch in here, the office, or I can watch whatever I want to watch in the bedroom. She can do whatever she wants to do. when she's alone. But yeah, I like my peace of quiet. I like my I mean, hey, yeah, I can hang with the best of them, but just sometimes I tap out and I say, okay, I'm gonna go. I want to go and hide for a while. Yeah, but I understand what he's saying, man. Okay, here we go. Here's Daryl back. All right,
One of
Daryl.
them would have to mute or something.
I know you're fine. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Just relax. Okay, just relax.
On this end, I had to silence the original screen. So
Yeah.
now I can't even see the people typing anything because the reason why you lost me the first time is I X'd out of this one because I'm sitting there listening to two screens, and I don't know how to use this. I'm not a techie.
Hey, I'm new at this. That's why I figured it out as as I go. Oh, I can't do that. I ain't gonna do that no more.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Tony. Thank you very much. So, what you give everybody your story, the short version?
I don't know what a story is. I don't have a story.
Yeah, you do. You did. How many? Years? Okay. I'm gonna interview you. Okay, we'll make this real easy. How many years did you spend in the Air Force?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to.
Let's talk to Florence. I'm just busting on you, Daryl. You're fine.
You just. How do I pause this one so I can use the other one and see?
I have no idea, so I can't laugh at you or try to tell you what to do because I have no idea.
Where did the other one go?
Huh? You're not going to see that. You're just going to see me and you. Is that what you're seeing right now?
See, when you jumped down, you moved my thing and it moved everything. And then I couldn't figure anything out on where it went. And I can hear them. I just can't see them no more, where the page went.
See you.
We could see you.
Well, my mouse is lagging and all of a sudden, and now I can't find you guys. I don't know what happened here.
Okay, you're coming good on the audio. Okay, let me see something here. Okay, now you're fine. Everything looks good. I got the connection. It says on here. I could see it. It says connection excellent. Your mic's good.
No, but you can actually see me?
Yes, and it also asked me if I want to kick you from the studio.
Everybody wants to kick me, so it's okay.
You're fine, man. You're fine.
Oh, right here. Okay. I don't know how, but you get it. When Florence jumped back on the couch, it messed up the mouse, and somehow it minimized this screen, and then I couldn't do anything else. But I have to keep this screen open, which means I can't see what anybody's typing. I don't know how to do a double screen where I can.
Don't worry about that then.
Oh, never mind. We're learning.
That's I learn as I go. Oh, I can't do that. Let me try something else.
So up at the top, there's two choices: private chat, comments, and I didn't see that, and so I just hit comments. So now I can
join the chat.
Well, now you
All
know.
right.
So
Yeah.
let's tell everybody your story because I know you were in the. How long were you in the Air Force for?
24 years, 3 months, 29 days.
Okay, let's be exact. Also, you're married to a Philippine woman, right?
No.
Right there. She's always right next to me when I'm chatting with you guys when you go live.
All right, how long you been married to Miss Florence?
January will be 36 years.
36
Yeah.
years. And where did you meet her?
Let me turn this up. Repeat that, please.
Where did you meet Miss Florence?
So I can't call him a jarhead on TV because he can watch us again, right?
Mhm.
All right. So her uncle's in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Auntie Mar's husband. Between the two of them, that's what did me the big favors. I was stationed in Okinawa and at Kadena Air Force Base, and he was stationed over in Okinawa on one of the Marine Corps stations. And a friend of mine, he was married to a Filipina, and he invited me over to his one of those Filipino parties, and her uncle was there, and we were just sitting there talking. It's quite funny because like we were talking, Filipinos do not look their age. So I thought this guy was my age. He's 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
So anyways, I just kind of was talking to him, when we go TDY to the Philippines and stuff, everything is geared towards the base, and so I wanted to know what was the Philippines like? What are real Filipinos like when they're not around us and, in their own little world, not trying to cater around the base, trying to make money or whatever. So, hi, Biggies.
Hey,
Or
good
big
morning.
guys. Excuse me, big guys.
Hey, Dan Marie. Good morning.
So,
Biggie.
anyways, I told him I wanted to get around just to go see just what was the Philippines like? What is the culture like? You get away from the base. And he said, well, right, my niece, she just graduated college. She'll take you around Manila or whatever. So I wrote her, and to my surprise, she wrote back, okay, that's cool. And we wrote a couple of times, and then I went over there on leave and visited, and that would be that one. So my wife's name is Florence, but so we went around. We saw some malls and markets and stores, just stuff, just around, seeing how Filipinos move around or whatever. This is in the 89. And let's see, we went and saw a movie. That was hilarious. I got she's the one who kind of let me know it's okay. It's what they do. We went to go into the movies, and this cop was there, and she's sitting there, put your hands up. And then she starts frisking me. I'm like, what the hell? Do foreigners normally bring stuff in here? But then I turn around and they're checking everybody coming through. So I thought that was kind of funny. But it was Indiana Jones, and one of the scenes in there I thought was funny. I was the only one in there laughing.
Now, was it in English or was it in Tagalog?
It was in English. It was when he fell through the floor and landed in a pile of rats. And you know how back then we had expressions, rats.
Yeah.
When we say rats, instead of cursing.
Yeah.
Well, he fell through the floor and he goes, rats. and then the camera comes down and you see a bunch of rats. I thought that was funny. And then all of a sudden a bunch of people looked at me like, well, yeah, they're rats. They didn't know that's our expressions or nothing. But I learned real quick. I had to control myself on what our humor is versus theirs. They don't understand sarcasm. You should know that. You're married to Miles. I mean, they don't. Her uncle's in the Marine Corps for over 20 years. He still doesn't get American sarcasm.
Really?
No.
I heard so many good things about that man. And I've never met him.
He's You know, so you just see him and Auntie Mar just do some good things, you know, for the public and people.
Yeah,
But
I
you
get
don't
the,
see behind the scenes
yeah,
of planning or you know, I think we should do this. You know, it's just when they have something or whatever, they are fantastic people who are not
selfish.
selfish. Good word, thank you. I was going to say stingy, but that wasn't the great one. But
Yeah,
no, they are not. They do a lot for a lot of people,
Yeah.
well,
and but they're not a. It's not announced to where you know, look at me, look at me.
yeah,
They're no, nope. They're not like that. It's um I'm thankful for them because I wouldn't have Florence without them.
yeah. It's what I have noticed every time I go to the yellow house, and the both yellow houses, the grocery store and the food house,
House.
all the people are happy. So that tells me that he takes care of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you say he, but it's really both. It's both.
I'll say they take very good care of their employees. Very good care. And
I think I think they do. Yep.
yeah. So I mean, they're good
They
people.
take care of, you know, they take care of a lot of people doing a lot of things that um um I guess you know in quiet, you know, they don't
Yeah.
advertise when they
Yeah.
help somebody or do something and you know, they spend some time here in the States because they got kids and grandkids here in the States. They got one daughter who's married to she's an army vet and her husband's still in the army and then they have another daughter and her husband they have two children. The other one has two children. One is in Howard University, so smart kids, all four of them, two from each of their kids, and all of them are smart. Um, the other two, uh, man, I don't want to say their age, but a little bit younger than 10, I think, and they're very bright and very smart too. Um,
Uh-huh.
so they're just typical Filipino family, you know, brought up with love and you know being close and um, it's good to see. It's good to see people like that because here in the States, it's just ridiculous what you see sometimes now. I get, like I said, when I was there for 3 weeks, the only time I was really angry was when I had to leave.
Yeah. So how do you plan on working this as far as when you retire and stay having keep some type of house or a place to live and come in here? How do you plan on doing that?
How do I plan on keeping the house?
No, how do you plan on as far as living in the States and also visiting the Philippines?
Just lock the door behind us.
No, what I mean is, okay, I know. What I mean is, are you going to stay in the States for like 6 months and then stay in the Philippines for 6 months? Or are you going
I'm going to have to play that by ear when it first sets up because, you know, saying something what I would like to do is be gone 6 months and be here 6 months, you know, because if there's a water leak or anything like that, you know, we really don't have anybody here to watch or look. So we're going to have to put cameras everywhere
yeah,
just so if we see something wrong, you know, we can call somebody and say, hey, take care of this. But on the other hand, I mean, if I say 6 months or something like that, I mean, that's what I want to try because I would like to go see, you know, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand would really be a prize to go see. and of course, that would take a couple of years to do. But like I said, when you're retired, you got a little bit more time.
Yeah, but you also you were telling me that you have medical issues as far as your feet and skin cancer.
I have all kinds of fun stuff going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably didn't know it when I was there. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, he walks fine, and why is he have any VA ratings? Yeah, you don't feel what I feel every minute. You don't feel what I feel when I wake up. It's a lot of things are hidden just because. I mean, I'm smiling right now, but I mean, I'm still feeling stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I got aches and pains and stuff. Not to your extreme, but I got old age. I call it the old age aches and pains. Yours is a lot more deeper than that. A lot more deeper than that. I mean, just skin cancer alone, that would be my concern.
yeah, it sucks. You know, technically the sun is good for you. And I'm not saying the doctors do anything wrong or anything like that, but sometimes I question, they want us to put chemicals on us. It's like, oh, you know what? Every time you turn around, every 20 years, you find out, well, you know what? Those chemicals really weren't good for people.
Yeah.
And so, I think it's because more of getting sunburned and stuff, and because I worked on the flight line, I was an aircraft electrician, so can't have a hat on a flight line. Can't. So if you can't tell, it wasn't hard for me to get a sunburn. So but over there, a little bit of sun here and there, I just deal with it. I don't think I'm going to let it stop me from certain things. Wear hats. I'm fine with that, but you just try not to get burned or anything. But I have to deal with that, but you got to keep your gears moving. You got to keep walking and things like that. That's why when I was there, I mean, I was already gone through the market and everything by 6 a.m. I've already walked town. I just I was going to bed early and I was getting up early. And when you guys say you get up, I mean, I'm already walking town. But yet, I don't walk it late at night. I'm not going to do that.
So what area do you plan on retiring? I mean, not retiring. Well, yeah, you'll be retired, but what area? Where's going to be your home base in the Philippines?
Probably Pasig. Her sister's house. Yeah, buddy. I will have an umbrella, and I don't care who laughs. When I've had, you can't see it, but they've cut out a big chunk here underneath my eye. But if you pay attention, you'll see a line like right here. I can see it in the camera, but I don't have it on this side. And then I can't see where that thing is there, but I got a big long cut here. I've had some frozen and removed on the top of my head, and they were looking on each side of my cheek, but I did some stuff to remove that. Tried something new because some of the treatments they were having me do, I'm like, this is getting ridiculous, man. The chemicals, the intentional burns, and they have treatments. You could put a chemo cream on you, and I did that on my arms, my face, my head, and then I also I told them that's the last time I'm doing that. I said, don't even make it a conversation. You're wasting your time. Not gonna do it. Won't do that again. So, well, then we can do this one where they put a chemical on you, put you under a light, and they induce a burn. And what that does is where you burn, that means you have active cells. And I've done that one probably 4 or 5 times. but yet there's still a couple of spots that they were like, well. And so I went online and looked at some stuff, and something that the government was saying, oh, don't use this is bad for you. But other people were saying, doesn't hurt you. Been using it since the 70s. It's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want you to use it. Well, I went down to Tractor Supply and got some and tried it. And guess what? The stuff they kept freezing and trying to remove up here on top of my head,
Uh-huh.
after 4 years, well, my head up there is smooth now. It removed it. The 2 spots over here, this one's gone. This one you can just barely see now.
I still have.
Now, I'm going to ask you the most important question. How does Florence feel about you, like, back and forth from the States to the Philippines? Because the only reason I ask this question, I have met a lot of people in the States, and then being in the Navy, you're around, there was a lot of Philippines in the Navy, which is not a bad thing. And I always ask, well, are you going to go back to the Philippines? And they're like, oh, hell no. Nope. And I'm like, why? And they said, because they have so much to offer here. You go back to the Philippines, you're going back 50 years. Because why would I do that to my family? And he goes, and the education system is so much better here. And there's other things that are so much better. And plus, I got the medical. So, because a lot of your Philippines, when they join the military, they're in for the long haul. They ain't in for 4 years. Most of them are in for the long haul. Majority of them. And I got medical. So why should I go back to somewhere where, you'll wonder if this doctor is actually qualified to do what might have to be done to you? I was like, okay. Well, I had no idea what they were talking about as far as medical. So how does Florence feel?
If you asked her straight out, she ain't gonna answer correctly. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I know how she is, because even when we're here and I say, "Hey, let's go take a trip." Hey, well, where do you want to go? We're gonna take a trip. Where do you want to go?
To that.
So if she stayed home, she's okay. And I'm like, no, this is not how you spend vacation time. So I pay attention when she sees something on the computer, because I surf a lot for things that I want to see and places I want to go. I ask her what she likes. And then I watch when she's seeing things, I watch for her reactions and stuff. So I have a clue on what she likes. Hey, well, what about going to see this and going to do that? If you want to. No, what do you want to do? You deserve it. So what I notice is when, her family's in California. So when I said, I want to go to the Philippines, but when you go, wherever we go, she's tickled. She appreciates everywhere she goes. But I noticed that when we were in the Philippines, I saw that little thing come out of her, appreciation of, wow, this is home. Boom, right up there to Batak market, getting the Filipino foods that you don't normally get here, the little dried shrimps, dried fish, and some of the other things, the little snacks they get and stuff like that. And she was just enjoying the heck out of that, because you don't get a lot of it here.
Just like this fish.
Panay won a B. Oh, wannabe. I like it. Good one.
Pinayapi.
No, it's Panay. One.
Hold on. Yeah, one. Wannabe. Wannabe. Yeah, like one. I want to be a Panay. Wannabe.
Pinaya wannabe.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to show you something.
We got nothing but time, man. We're retired. The only thing I'm worried about what time this typhoon's going to hit us. That's the only thing my concern right now.
So Okay, Panay Wannabe, are you still there?
Yeah.
Throw a yes on there or something.
Why? I wonder why they asked that question about Tractor Supply. What did you say about Tractor
Well,
Supply?
because other people have the same problem, and my cousin he found some sites online too, and he threw it at me, and so I belong to some groups on Facebook now too, and
Oh, okay.
there you go.
Vermectin.
And what is that? I'm stupid.
It's ivermectin that they give horses for
Yeah.
deworming them.
Wait a minute.
But it-
Was it? Didn't Joe Rogan get thrown under the bus because he was taking that because for the
Yeah. And
see,
and it helped him. And
I know
and
that's what he was saying.
everything that the government was telling people that were bad for them during COVID was the
Yeah.
stuff that was helping people.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like right here. And all I do is I just take a little bit and I'll rub it on my bad spot. Now,
Oh,
on the
okay.
top of my head, if you could tell, hey, look at that. There's a lot of runway up there. I sat there, and I rubbed a whole bunch of it. I
You're
rubbed
so
a whole
funny.
bunch of it up there. And Buddy Muggs, you can, and I have, and it doesn't hurt you.
That's what say, hey buddy, that's the thing I
But
was
a racer, I'm not a doctor, no medical advice, no anything. This is all for entertainment. Consult your doctor and all this. I'm just saying what I did. But an eraser size, once or twice a day, I'm still here. That's all I'm going to say.
You don't eat it, do you?
I have.
You have, okay. Because that was a question. Do you eat it?
But it was it's a question. Do you eat?
Exactly. Panay Wannabe, we help each other because it's a natural. Well, what a lot of people don't understand, and you could research this on your own. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm some genius or anything, but you can read. Anybody can read. We all have parasites in us, and if you don't believe me, take some ivermectin and see what comes out.
Yeah.
You think that would help me? No, I couldn't get that. I say, you think that would help me what I'm going through right now?
Well,
Hey.
buddy, you don't eat the whole tube at once. You just do a eraser amount at first, right? Once or twice a day.
Just like, hey, guess what I had last night? And I'm feeling like, I'd say 40%, maybe 30 to 40%. I had some loamy last night.
Oatmeal.
Loamy.
Oh, loamy.
Yeah.
So that helped me with my skin cancer.
Yeah.
And listen, Florence went to every one of my appointments, and she was there actually when they got done cutting me up here. I looked like a big martini glass under here because they skin grafted some skin in here. I had a big chunk here that I was misdiagnosed with when I was stationed in Alaska, and it looked like a piece of cauliflower, but they said, "Oh no, that's just a sty." And then when I was working at the hangar here after I retired, which means that thing was sticking on me for years. There was a lady in the hangar, and she was taking classes as for nursing school, and she asked me, hey, it's right if I talk to you, and if it's personal, you don't have to, answer anything, but I have concerns. Like, sure, go right ahead, because we were right in the open hangar.
I will be back, Darrell, because the kids maybe wants to go back home.
She'll be back. She has to go check or something.
That's okay. I understand.
She ain't down.
So she showed me where she was taking chemo cream, and she had concerns that big chunk sticking out of my eye. I mean, it looked like cauliflower. It would bleed sometimes. But I told her, well, the doc said that was a sty, and she goes, I'm taking classes, and I can tell you right now that styes are on the edge of your eyelid, not
Yeah.
below your ion skin with nothing around it. She said, you need to go see a dermatologist, not a regular doctor. I went and saw a dermatologist. Well, the doc, because TRICARE, got my referral, went over there, and real quick they were like, "Oh, this ain't good. How long did you let this go?" Well, in Alaska, they told me it was a sty, and I saw the look on their face, and that's all I needed to see. Oh, misdiagnosed, not from a military doctor, but I mean, I get it. Mistakes are made.
Yeah.
And so they went and they took a biopsy. They just cut it and they put a bandage on it. And then they called me up a day or two later. We need to make an appointment. It was full melanoma. It was gone. Yeah. So, and then here, I don't know if you can. I don't know how the light goes, but can you see a long scar right there?
Yeah.
They cut a big chunk out of there too. So, anyways, there you go. Some other treatments they gave me wasn't working, so I tried this, and I rubbed some on because they also freeze them.
Yeah.
That cleared several spots for real. So
I believe it. I believe it.
it worked for me. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work for everybody, but anyways. So other than that, yeah, a lot of aches and pains. You can't get away from that. But what I liked about the Philippines too is when we were down in Pasig, where her sister's place is. I keep seeing when people talk about massages being cheap. There was one just 2 blocks from her place, and I was like, I wonder if they'll just do feet. So I walked in there, and yep. But when I saw their prices, I already knew, like, wow, you can get a full body massage for 300 pesos. You got it for an hour? What?
Yeah.
Man, that costs 10 times that here in Texas.
But like I told you, man, I just can't. I can't do the massage thing. I don't like people touching me.
Well, it depends how much pain you got.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I just, especially my feet. Well, we had this discussed before. My feet. Don't touch my feet, man. Don't touch my feet.
I have plantar fasciitis and heel spurs and flat feet on both feet, and it can get painful. It really does, and you just deal with it. But we plan on seeing other islands and seeing other things, but most of all, no matter where we go or what we do, it's just to relax because, well, I mean, I didn't see one high-strung foreigner over there. Nobody. And when I walked anywhere, and I looked at somebody, and I say, "Hey, good morning," or "Good afternoon," or "Hello." Like you said, some Filipino families, might not have a lot, but they still look at you, smile, and say hi, and they'll talk to you. I've even spoken some that were very well off. I mean, I couldn't believe that some of the vehicles. We followed a Lamborghini. Like, really? Yeah. And they'll talk to you. But here in the States, man, you don't know if they're gonna get ready to shoot you or what.
Yeah, here.
Mary Reagan. I'm from Michigan, Mary Reagan. I'm from the Ann Arbor area.
Real quick here is the less words you say to them, the better. I mean, I learned real quick that I don't have to go around talking to everybody.
No.
When you're walking down the street,
when
when I'm walking down the street, I give them a nod and a smile, and they do. you know, because the reason why I do that, and a lot of people are like, what do you mean? Is that a lot of them, they can understand English to a point, basic English, okay? But unfortunately, a lot of us are far, especially Americans, like to talk real fast. All
Right.
right. And they just kind of look at it and they smile and they nod their head. They have no idea what you're saying, but they don't want to be disrespectful to you. So they just look at you and they nod and they smile. All right. They have no idea what you're asking. And even if you ask them for directions,
Yeah,
They-
that is.
yeah, even if you ask them for directions, they might not have no idea what you're saying, but they'll be like point, you know, they'll point. And that's you're like, okay. So
When they do that, go ask for somebody else's instructions because you know
Yeah.
it don't take long to figure out when they don't speak much that they're going to be wrong, but they're trying to be helpful.
So
But,
what you
but
would-
the big thing is they're wonderful. They're not like the people here. They just appreciate. I think that you're acknowledging them, and it's appreciative to be acknowledged back. When here, you know, nobody's friendly. And the other thing too is, Miles, if you don't smile or say hi to somebody when you're walking by and it's just you and them on the street or whatever, because we're different, we're the foreigners. They might think we're a little stuck up a little bit, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to let them know that we're friendly. You got to break that ice, that barrier. I'm no threat. I'm the last guy to be threatened. Really, I'm old, fat, bald, problems, can't run. Really?
Hey,
So-
hold on a second. Hey, everybody, I'm not ignoring you. It's just that I don't want to interrupt Dell. How you doing, Mary? Great to see you. Yes, I know. Hello, there, Big E's. Yeah, I just want to.
The gays.
That's why I'm bringing up like their comments. Let them know, hey, I know you're there. It's just I don't want to be rude and interrupt you.
Yeah,
you know.
that's what I was saying earlier. I said hi to Mary because I saw she's
Yeah.
from Michigan.
Yeah,
I'm from Michigan.
it's what a lot of folks do, and I know I piss a lot of people off. A lot of people come here and they believe what a lot of these bloggers are saying, okay? Which some of it is not true, okay?
No.
It's not true. Not
Uh-uh.
every Filipino here wants you here, okay?
No,
Just like
You
in
have
your
to-
country.
you have to read them. If they're not smiling back or
Yeah.
waving, you move quicker.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to hurt you. They're not going to break you out a knife.
No,
or
no,
anything.
but you don't want to be rude and stay there
Yeah.
in their space.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to have a conversation with them, and they're just doing, and it's not like I said, it's their country. Okay,
Yep.
they don't have to learn English. Okay, because English is not the primary language here. Okay, Tagalog, Ilocano, or wherever else they live, that's their primary language. So if you're trying to have a conversation with them, and all they're doing is shaking their head and smile, they don't know what you're saying. But they don't want to be rude. Okay, and they don't want to be. What's that word I'm looking for? I just lost it. They don't want to embarrass you. All right. So you got to keep that in mind. That's when you walk up to somebody and try to have a conversation, they're just looking at you like they don't want to shame you, but they're not going to say anything. All right. Number one is go ahead.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like over here, how people can be cold here, I guess you might say. They have no consideration of nothing, but over there, that's their demeanor. That you just have to learn. Hey, I see you, but I really don't want to listen to you or talk to you. But I'm looking at you and I'm listening to you. And like you said, get that deer in the headlight look at them from them. Just make it quick and get out of there then.
Yeah.
You know, because they're, there's people here who love to talk to foreigners to get to know more about their life. What brought you here? Why did you stay away from that place? Why do you like this place? And I think Filipinos are some of the craziest people on earth. I do.
What do you mean by that?
They want to leave the Philippines and we want to go there. Why are you leaving there? Okay, no, I get it. I'm only kidding. That's because they don't have as much opportunities over there.
Yeah.
But when we go over there, so like our military, VA, Social Security, pensions, investments, whatever, it seems to be that general consensus, you know, somebody who can bring in $3,000 a month, who is not intending to buy a house, who's going to pay rent, who's going to do a lot of things, is a sweet spot. One, so you can save a little bit every month. So if you do have a medical issue, you could pay for it.
Yeah.
And two, I mean, I'm thankful Florence doesn't say anything, but she understands where I'm at. What a lot of, I mean, you guys didn't walk with me in a lot of different places we don't go, but I'm not going to say I share too much, but I know her sister thinks I do and did. So she had to teach me how to tone it down a little bit. And what that did was, you know, like if we went to go eat, I stuck in the mentality of here. So we give a percent or whatever. And so she was talking to me, you know, her sister, the one that was with us, you know, when you saw us eating that. So anyways, I would tip more than the average bear. And when I learned kind of not too generous, but, you know, more generous than the average Filipino, because the average Filipino is going to leave maybe 20 or 30 pesos at most. But I would leave a couple hundred without any thought.
Yeah.
But yet, if you, depending on the cost of the meal, if I only left 50 to 100 pesos, well, then when I'm going down the street, and Badok didn't have this problem, but in Manila you do, you know, you can see somebody there, you could tell the ones that are just beggars, and you can tell the ones that are truly down on their luck and truly hungry. It was nice to just see the appreciation of looking you just, because we were in an area where there weren't a lot of foreigners, and just looking at you like, you just gave me 100 pesos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. And like, yeah, go get something to eat or something to drink, whatever you want, whatever you're going to do with it. And they sit there and look at me and look at that and kind of,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just nice that you could help somebody out. But if you don't want to leave one big pile like I was, you know, every time I eat, here, that's 15%. You know, you got to get away from that mindset, because the average person there in Manila, I think, is around, give or take, $10 or less a day. In a small town like Badok, they don't even make $10 a day. So you don't tip $4 on one meal. You know, something that would be generous to help them. I like what you did. And if anybody goes back and watches your video, I want to say it was last week. And we know what you gave. And I was like, see, that's perfect. It wasn't a ton, but it was more than generous, more than average. But that leaves you more left over that you can help somebody else with later, if you want. And it's not being stingy, because those people are being so generous, in my opinion, to me, not being crabby to me. Like, good morning, good morning, good morning. Every morning when I walk by, even the guy at the gas station, he's just sitting there on his little bucket. Hey, good morning. He would sit there yell at me, good morning. And, you know, just people just being appreciated to be in their town, their area, and them not saying, get out of here because we don't want you here. you know, it's nice to pay back. I had a young lady outside Yellow House. I was
Mm-mm.
totally confused. I saw a few young, I don't want to call them kids, but you know, they're young adults. I mean, I know damn well that they weren't graduated high school or nothing yet, because I mean, yeah, Filipinos look younger than what they normally are, but I could tell that, why aren't you in school? I couldn't figure it out. Well, this young lady was just standing right at the edge of the driving entrance of the driveway to Yellow House. So she was the last one I saw because I was going to Yellow House. So I just, excuse me. Yes, sir. And I'm like, really, kids in here in America say that? No. And so I asked, I passed a few, what to me would look like students and young, but you guys aren't in school. How come you're skipping school? No, sir. And this is what the town does. Even if it's something as simple as a small restaurant that they have, you know, the little eateries, Yellow House does it a couple times a week, where you'll see the young students in there. They're working all day. That's because they're on like a vocational learning on
Yeah.
either learning hospitality or business or something like that. Well, that's not how we do it here. But she schooled me on all this. So when I went into Yellow House, I didn't see her at first, but she followed in. So the folks at the cashier, I can't remember their names, but I told them I'm going to pay whatever she gets. I'm going to pay for it. But when she came up there, she demanded that she pays. And I said, no, you need to understand. You're teaching me what's going on here so I can fully understand and respect more things. And my way to give back, it's okay. I want to treat you guys, and then maybe get one more for your friend too. If you're going to see one of your, because none of them go to, you know, those things by themselves. So she got a couple of snacks and a couple of drinks, and that way she was able to share it with her friend. But hospitality, she didn't want to take it at first. I could see that, but then when she left, I could see the appreciation for it. It's paying the people back, and then trying to blend in and being part of.
Yeah. Well, see, here, okay, they have a problem with the panhandle. Well, not that much anymore,
Yeah.
but none of them, the panhandlers you see at the market and walking the street, they're all kids. I couldn't say how, maybe the oldest 10, 11 years old. All right. But they're not from here. But you've been to Europe, right? So,
We only went to Greece, Rome, and London.
okay.
But
Did you ever see the gypsies?
no.
Okay.
We saw something else offline.
Okay.
But we were in amongst getting scammed in Rome more than anything.
Yeah.
Florence caught it and I didn't. And she doesn't come out of character very often. And when she does, I know something ain't right.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it at first. And I was like, wow, how did I not see that? And I'm laughing at myself.
Yeah, well,
hey, look at Buddy Muggs. You are absolutely correct. The ones that were actually begging me in the market there in Bad Oak, they were visitors there, and they call them Bajau. And what they did is they sent this little girl on me, and I mean, no matter how I turned, she was quick. She was right in front of me, holding a hand out, right in front of me. And it's like, I can't even move. I had to ask a vendor for help. No. And I kept saying no. And then what I did is I can't remember what it was, but I was like, you want that? You know, and I pointed, And when she looked, that's when I skedaddled on her side. So she had a choice either to run in front of me, but at that time I'm moving quick. And all I did was I just left the market because it was time to go. I was not going to give anything because once the crowd of beggars see you give once,
Yep.
Yeah,
you learn real quick. The rest of them
Yeah.
are coming.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I
don't,
was at the,
don't
at the
let
bar.
them see you pull out any money out of your pocket.
Yeah,
yeah, one time I was at the market. You have a lot of what do they call them, like the Mormons when they come here. There's a word for them, but I can't think of it right now. But anyway, there's a bunch of we got ones that live across the street from us. Well, anyway, they were at the market. It was a group of maybe 3 or 4 of them.
Got the Mormons.
One of the guys, huh?
The Mormons
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the
And
Yeah.
can't think of the word for them now. But anyway,
Yeah.
and there was a group of kids grabbing at them, and I was like, "Hey man, don't give them anything. Don't do it. Just ignore them. Tell them no, but don't give them anything." Well, this one guy, I guess he didn't listen. He gave one of them, I think it was like 5 pesos, and next thing you know, he had like 6 or 7 kids pulling at him.
Mhm.
And I said, "What did I tell you?" I said, "What did I tell you?" And I kept on walking away. I
Yeah.
said, "But you're going to learn your lesson one way or another." To see, it got so bad at the market one time that the police, PNP had to get involved and start chasing them out because they were
Mm.
stealing too. The kids were stealing. There was an
They're
incident one
quick
time-
and slick.
no, there was a one time when me and Miles were in the market. Miles was carrying a bag, and I was carrying everything else. And what they did was they kind of blocked the exit. So in other words, you had to funnel through. And as we were funneling through, I was behind Miles by a couple of feet. And there was a kid, all of a sudden, he dropped down to his knees like he was doing something. At the same time, he was putting his hand in Miles' back. And
Oh,
people say you could have gotten in trouble for that. I turned around and I kicked that kid's hand down. And I looked at him and I said, go, right? And the
You
kid
can't
started
touch him.
arguing. Exactly, but he was stealing. And
Yeah.
I was even said,
He's trying to-
you can't do that here. You can't touch. I said, he was touching you.
Yeah, he's trying to pickpocket my.
Yeah, he was trying to steal stuff out of the bag.
Right.
And
that's when you grab the bag really tight next to their hand, but you're not touching them to where
I wasn't-
it's squeezed a little tight for them where they want to move their hand.
I wasn't close enough to do that, but I was close enough to move my foot and hit his. I mean, I didn't drop kick him. I didn't kick him like I was kicking a field goal. It was more like I lifted his hand out. And I looked at him and said, no. And he started arguing with me. Miles didn't even understand what he was saying. I said, what are you saying to me? He goes, I have no idea.
Because
But
they are using their own language.
yeah, but like I said, they were stealing from vendors. And people got tired. At first, they felt sorry for him, but after a while, that sorriness wore thin, you know. And like I said, the PNP started chasing around. Now you still see them around once in a while, but not as much. You see them walking around. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. These kids are walking the streets of Badak.
Yeah.
And I look at them, and they got dyed hair. The tops of their heads are dyed. They got earrings in it. We're talking about the guys. Got earrings in their ears and necklaces on. I said, if you could afford all that, you could afford to eat.
I know guys get tattoos, but I'm not a fan on tattoos on females. I'm talking when they're peppered, I'm just not a fan of that. If that's their thing, that's their thing. I don't hold it against them. I'm just not a fan of it. And when I see that and they're asking for something,
Yeah.
Those tattoos weren't cheap.
Yeah.
Don't ask me for something when you're wearing designer clothes or the problem. I real quick, you get introduced to stuff in Manila. Now, if you're in BGC or something, way different story.
Yeah.
It's a different thing you got to get used to figure things out. But when you're in a more um, less fortunate area, I'll say, um, where maybe some less fortunate people will be there, you could tell the ones struggling. Their hair's not clean. Their clothes are not as shiny, bright, and pretty, or things like that. And you know, it doesn't bother me to give them something. I
Well,
I I ate very well over there. Hell, if you
yeah.
look at me now, you could tell I eat very well.
Hey, here you could here you don't the locals, as far as the locals, they don't go around panhandling. They don't do that. Okay. But there's times where I've been at the market, okay, and I have like somebody in front of me and they're buying something and they
Yeah.
give them money, but it wasn't enough, and you can see them searching for it, right? And maybe it's 20 pesos. And I'll ask the vendor, I'll say, how much do they need? And they'll say 20 pesos, and I'll hand it to them. You know what I mean? I'll say, just not make a big deal out of this. And the lady, it's usually the elderly, okay? And the lady will can't count it again. She understands what I'm trying to do. She'll count the money that she already has and say, oh, well, wait, you have, and she'll say something in Ilocano, and the woman, or you could see the relief in her face, like, I ain't got it. And my wife, wherever she's looking, I ain't got it. And the woman will count it and say, oh, no, you got enough. You're fine. And she'll sew on the money. You know what I mean? But she understands because they're very proud. Your typical Filipino are very proud people. Okay.
They are.
And I just don't want to embarrass them or have it say their
No.
face.
Saving face.
So
Well,
I'll
you-
just
you-
stand there and I'll say,
So I'll
Yeah.
give you I'll give you a little background. When I grew up, I grew up poor. I did not have 3 meals a day. I mowed people's lawns sometimes just so I can have a lunch or a dinner with them. I'd done a lot of stuff where most people would take, $3, $5, $10 for a job. I would take $2 or $3 just
yeah,
so I have something. And I was working on farms. Um, so back then, legally 14 was the legal, but I was doing things before that,
yeah,
and I was getting free lunches. So like here in the States, when they say, well, you don't know what these people do, this, that. No, I've been there. I've done that. But when I go to the Philippines, and I understand, I do. But you also have to draw a line somewhere, which is more painful sometimes when you can't help everybody. But you need to understand you can't help everybody because you'll be broke and they still need help.
yeah.
So if you can just help a few once in a while, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They feel good, you feel good, you help somebody. It just, if you never gone and helped anybody over there or anything, do it. It's amazing how good you feel when you've made somebody's day. When you help
But
somebody
you gotta
out,
pick and choose. You
you
gotta
have
pick
to
and
pick and
choose.
choose. Yeah. If
Because
you
a
got
lot
bright,
of them here,
pretty clothes on and you're nice, clean, and your hair's always done and this and that. No,
some,
I
hey,
can
Del,
stick
you
through
gotta admit, some here are their own worst enemy. Some here, it's just they keep on doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a
Yeah.
different result. And you're like,
Well, that's like here in the States. That's everywhere though.
I
It's
know that.
everywhere.
Yeah,
But it's just that I can't say how much I appreciate the Filipino people. It's just
oh, I
it
respect
just
them. I do.
like I said,
I do.
the only day that I was irritated was the day I had to leave.
Yeah. But I bet you it was good to get home and go to a place and get a big hamburger.
Nope.
No?
You ain't gonna believe this one.
What's that?
I told you we were in Manila. So when I was back there in the 80s, we're saying our age. Really? I'm just kidding. So anyways, yeah, back in the 80s, when I was even around Manila, or back in, when was the last time we went? Was in 2007 we went. There was some TGIF here and there or something, but I traveled up to Anguilla City just so I can go to the VFW because I knew it was real beef. I can get a real hamburger or a real meal there. But now I'm telling you, any meal, I don't care if it's a Mexican, Italian, burger, steak, Thai dish, you're going to get it there in Manila. So ask Florence. When we went back, I got my burgers. We spent the money, but it's, because over there, it's compared to Filipino food is expensive,
Yeah, beef is
but
expensive.
I also wanted my Filipino restaurants. 3, 5, 7, 8. 8 of us ate for 3,000 pesos. At 57 pesos to $1, I think I looked that up, is like $52 or $54.
Yeah.
Now, when I say 3,000 pesos, 300 of that was a tip.
Yeah. They appreciate it.
And there was food left over.
Hey,
It's amazing when you go to a Filipino restaurant.
tips are not a thing here. In other words, they don't expect you to give them a tip. Well, at least here. Now, from what I hear, like in Cebu, the heavy foreigner populated areas, they do accept. But here,
Yeah.
they don't.
Well, the
expect
area
you.
we were at, I didn't see a whole lot of, and once again, this is not too close to her sister's place, but it was another area where I didn't see a lot of foreigners. But you could see the appreciation in them when they turn around and say, "No, sir, this is too much. This is too much." No, you share it with them. Share it with everybody.
Buddy's right. Buddy's right about things. How do I say this? When you live in like a highly foreigner populated area, it's very expensive, from what I'm being told. But like
No,
places
it is.
like but
No,
not the
he's
prices
right.
the prices are.
We went to BGC. We went to Makati.
Yeah.
It is, but I live here by San Antonio, and so I'll still tell you that it's still cheaper than here.
Yeah.
But yet the restaurants are just not much cheaper than here, which I don't understand, because when they make all those profits, you would think they pay their people better, but they don't. And that's the one thing I disagree with, how it works in the Philippines. I think if they're going to be charging those prices, they better pay those people well, but they don't.
They don't. But
That's not
how
my
many
business.
times-
That's not my fight.
okay, how many times have you walked in the Philippines? Okay, and this is not a slam, this is just the way it is. Is that
Yes.
like McDonald's or Jollibee's or a restaurant? You go in there. How many times have you seen them? Somebody that works there, they just stand around on their phones. I think they're overemployed. That's my opinion.
I'll just say I agree sometimes, but it's their way.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they over. And the reason I asked a manager at McDonald's, I said, "Why do they do that?" He says, "Because the lack of trust." I said, "The lack of trust?" They said, "Yeah. Sometimes these people don't even show up. They just don't show up for work. So they schedule a larger amount of people to work that day, knowing that most likely 20 to 30% ain't going to show up that day."
We went to a Jollibee, so I was I probably made their day for comedy, I guess. I couldn't work their goddamn kiosk. I'm like, okay, I can't remember what I wanted, what I was trying to get, but no matter what I hit, it wouldn't show up. And so I stared at some folks that I knew weren't doing nothing. They would look and then like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
so you see me standing here and I need help and you're not asking. So I went up to the register and I said, okay, I'm trying to order something and I can't find it. Well, go ahead and order it now and I'll order it for you, sir. And I said, but that's not teaching me how to do it next time. So when she came over, the funny part, what was it that we couldn't find? She couldn't find it either. She couldn't pull it up. So
you're
it
talking
wasn't,
about the kiosks, at the kiosks?
yeah, the little
Yeah,
electronic hit the little picture thing. Yeah.
yeah.
She couldn't pull it up either. She goes, we're going to have to fix that, sir. But at the register, I can go ahead and order it for you. And then I did, but I guess I was a little comical because I said, but that's not teaching me for next time I go up there to do it on my own.
Yeah, but see here, like in the States, when you like say you go to McDonald's or something like that, you can get the meals. Like
You're right, buddy. They all have 4-year degrees. It's amazing how smart they are. And that's the best they can do because of lack of opportunities.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them, when they go, they learn customer service. No matter where they're working at, they go for customer service.
Yeah. Yeah, but buddy, 4 hours, $4 an hour over there. That's not what they're making. These people are working anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day to make anywhere between $6 to $10 for the day.
They don't get paid by the hour; they get paid by the day, and they get paid that day. They get paid. It's not okay at the end of the week they get a check or get paid. No, they get paid that day.
Yeah. Yeah, they get paid way less than $4 an hour there, buddy.
Yeah, I think the goal
you're there, you know, but I get the gist what you're saying. I get the gist what you're saying, but I also learned that when you're in an area where there's not a lot of foreigners and they're not used to you, they're a little, I don't know if they're intimidated, shy, or scared.
Yeah,
but until, like up there in deep, like BGC, Makati, in the big areas of Manila, you see foreigners everywhere. And the workers there, they interact with them without a problem. But you go to an area where, well, why are you here? They give you that look. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. That's okay. I'm here. In a not so, I'm not going to say, poor area, but it damn sure wasn't no rich area. And I was the only guy that I knew that was a foreigner around there for blocks. Yeah, right, buddy. No incentive to work. They need opportunities. They need, man, I hate to say it, but the last thing that was opened up in Pandora's box was hope. And that's what a lot of those people need. That's all they need is a little bit of hope and a little bit of gesture, a little bit of, you know what, these foreigners might not be so bad, or there's opportunity here, and just think of something that you can do, or, but some of those people are in situations to where they believe they have no hope. And, but that doesn't mean you got to treat them that way. You remember, I was told when I was growing up, and people treated me pretty bad. And I remember that. And when I say people suck, I mean people suck. There's people that, okay, I see what kind of a person you are, but I don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
There's no need to treat people like that. I'm not saying that I'm righteous and I'm a saint, but um, you know, not everybody has to be a threat. And I work for the government, and there's people there that treat some people like everybody's a threat. It's like, dude, calm the hell down. Quit being the drama. Quit being the problem. That's what I told Florence. I just can't wait till I retire there. I think 2 more years at most.
But hey, buddy, it's not. I don't think it's the incentive. I just think it's the way of life. See, they worry more about today. They don't worry about tomorrow, the next week, or whatever. Okay, they worry about today. So,
Yeah.
say they worked yesterday. Okay, and they got paid 400 or 500 pesos, whatever it is. Okay, and they say to themselves the next day, "Well, I don't need that 400 or 500 pesos, so I don't need to work." So that's just the way they accept what's been handed to them. Okay, if they live a poor life, and they accept it, and they say, "This is as far as I'm going to get in life, and I accept it, and I don't need to go out and buy all this flashy stuff because it's not going to have any value to me as far as my life." So that's just the way they look at it. It's some of it is incentive. They know they're stuck. They know it, and they accept it.
Yep.
But
they live for today, not thinking about tomorrow.
Exactly.
A lot of them.
And that's what they worry about. That's why people say, well, why don't they go out and buy large amounts of food? And why don't they? Well, a lot of them do now have refrigerators because they didn't worry about what's for tomorrow. They're worried about, they'll go to market for today. And a lot of Italy is the same way. Italy, they go to market for that day. Here, they go to market for that day. That's why when we go to the market and we purchase stuff, a lot of people look at it because we buy they think it's a large quantity of food, but that food is for the week. And you see them walk out with one little bag or 2 little bags, one with a piece of meat in it and the other one with some vegetables, because they already got the rice at home. And that's for the day. That's what's going to feed their family for that day. That's what I respect about them. And they don't get mixed up in a lot of them are very non-political. A lot of them are very non-political. Okay. They could care less about the United States as far as what's going on in the United States. And a lot of them have no idea what's going on in the United States. And I think if the rest of the world thought that way and not worry about everything else, but worry about themselves and their family, I think the world will be a better place. That's just the way I think. Who cares what the neighbor has? I can't afford it, so I ain't going to worry about it. And I'm not going to go in debt. I'm not going to go in debt trying to keep up with the Joneses. I could care less about the Joneses.
Buddy, so I see your comment about there is some opportunity. There absolutely is, 100%. That the point I'm bringing on opportunity is so if you're here in the States, what's your chances of an opportunity per capita here versus opportunity per capita in Manila? You're slim to none. You just said you helped her get through college. You helped her get that. If you didn't do that, what was her opportunity?
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, put a king's crown on that fella for helping somebody. And you know what? That young lady now is helping others. How? Because there's people employed. She owns a business. And I'll bet you she probably tips somebody when they need help or something. Mm-hmm. So just from him helping her put through college and stuff, and good on her. She's got a Ford Ranger. But anyways, I'm just saying that the opportunity per capita over there is a lot less. It's not the same. It is not the same at all. Not even close. Not even 10% the same. But there are a few who find their little niche and find a way. And when that happens, it's wonderful to see that they dug themselves out, because I just said I'm working for the government. I didn't say I was getting paid. I just said I'm working for them. but so what I'm getting at is, do I have an opportunity? Absolutely. Am I smart enough or wise enough to say what it is and what that thing is so I can start a business and become sort of wealthy? Well, I don't have that. That's not in me. Do I have the knowledge? Yeah. I mean, I have an education. I do. I do not need to do what I'm doing. I choose to do what I'm doing because I'm comfortable. And I'm at the point where I'm hanging up the horseshoes here in a couple of years, and I'm just going to go. My wife and I are just going to go travel and do what we want to do. But you have to know how to do the business or how to do what you're doing. Can I just say I'm going to go do a business? No. So I could say I could take my earnings and put it into an investment, and then that might give me a retirement. So that young lady, she's obviously better than I am. She knew how to make that up, make it an opportunity. I don't have that sight. Now, can I manage? Can I do stuff like that? Absolutely. I've done it, been there, done that. I have a degree in it. What does that mean? Okay, but I can't say I can go over there. What did you say she has? A resto bar. I can't go start a resto bar and know what the hell I'm doing. I can't do it. But you know, I'm putting my pride to the side and actually saying that the smartest thing you can do is not throw a bunch of money at something that you know you shouldn't be doing. And yeah, no business for foreigners there. Actually, some own bars and stuff, but I don't have that niche in me. So I know what to admit where my line is. And can I do some stuff? Absolutely. But if it's not your passion or something, then I'm not going to run with it and do it. So I'm not just going to go start any business just because I see, hey, in this area, I could start a barbecue business. Well, I don't feel like cooking for 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But what Buddy Muggs did, I don't know what you know. There was another Muggs guy. I wonder if you're the same guy. Muggs something. Muggs man?
No, that's Mogman. No, that's Mogman.
Oh, this is two different people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mogman.
But
He kind of
you know,
dropped. He was a vlogger. He kind of dropped off.
oh.
I guess
Yeah.
he's got a family.
Blogger.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah,
things
the
going on.
opportunities are there, yes, but they're not there for everybody, and not everybody's built the same. But everybody wants to be successful. You know, we're satisfied the way we are.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to be like Elon Musk. Look at me. I'm not like that. If you really want to know the truth, I could have retired a year ago. My wife says, I try not to bring anything home from work. That's one thing you learn when you get older. And she must read me like a book. But she goes, you can retire anytime you want. But I've told her before, she's my responsibility, and I'm not retiring until I know for a fact, and I know where that point is, that if something happens to me, she's got the choice if she wants to work or not, keep the house or not, sell out and move to where her family is. But whatever her choice is, that I've left enough behind where she's taken care of and she has choice. I'm not going to leave her where, okay, I got to eat a sandwich or ramen noodles every night. Can't afford an egg. I'm not doing that. And on the flip side of that,
Ramen is good.
ramen is good. On the flip side of that, the other side of the plan is to make sure that we leave enough behind something for our daughter. So that's why I'm not retired. I have a responsibility and I want to make sure that there's something left behind, not just, wow, dad, he was able to retire mom and dad and they lived happily ever after. But when they're gone, I didn't get nothing. It's not what I'm doing. She's going to get something. And my wife's going to have a choice. I mean, she's got a little piece of property of Mabusag. It's probably not a good idea to build there. I told Brent the reason why. So in town would be okay. I don't want to be walking distance within too many.
That po bahay kubo.
What'd you say?
Yan po bahay kubo.
Bahay kubu, whatever that means. You're on speaker. They can hear you. But so town would be okay. Rent would be okay. And we could afford to buy a house there or build something. But it's not. Would our daughter be able to get her hands on it if something happened to us? And then when we're gone, hey, you're not using it.
Tell them
And then when we come back to the house, what's left?
the groceries, that.
No, I wouldn't. No,
Okay.
no.
But I learn a lot from you guys. The people that are over there. When I'm watching some of these comments and stuff, like Buddy Muggs, I can't make heads or tails if you actually live there or visit there, but obviously you got connections because you help somebody through school and everything. But when you make comments and everything, along with other people, I'm learning from you guys because when I'm retired, up here, hey, something ain't right. Shouldn't do that. But we could do this. Hey, you know what? Look how smart that kid is. I can afford to help him go through vocational school or something, learn how to weld, whatever. And then they could take care of their family or something. It doesn't hurt to do that. But how do you do stuff? That's my challenge. At her sister's place, they made a mistake by showing me 2 streets up was a whole street of market. So it was 8 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock at night, they sent her brother and her sister's husband. Go find Daryl. He's not back. Well, I get back. I think it was around 9 o'clock at night, but they spent over an hour looking for me.
Oh.
When you said Joe and Tirso went looking for me. But the thing of it is I enjoy just, did I talk to the people wrong that had the little market? I mean, they're selling vegetables even late at night.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to learn the area, how it works, how the people are, the attitudes of the people. Am I accepted there or not in that area or whatever? And you know what? You're almost invisible in some spots because a lot of them, I go get beans and a piece of pork and bring it back to the house. I ain't got time to talk to this guy. They're doing things, and it's wonderful that you can just interact with them anywhere. Don't go into a heavy squatter area where your shoulders rub both sides of the walls because you're going to get rolled that night. You will get rolled that night. You will. So where I was well lit. There was no alleys. There was no nothing. But I was just enjoying myself. been married to Philippines 25 years, going to the Philippines every year. Yeah, buddy. Yes. Let me tell you, Buddy didn't say it. Buddy, what's the worst day of the year when you got to come back here to the States, right? See, going to retire next year, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if not, the following year, Buddy and I are going to retire.
Ready to close it down?
Later.
Later, now.
Yeah.
All right, hey, Dal, we're gonna go ahead and cut it short. I gotta make sure everything's all ready to go because it's called.
Yeah, I'm talking too much.
Gotta make sure everything's good for this storm coming in.
We enjoy it. We
But
enjoy
that-
it. Even
but
you're
that-
talking too much, it's okay.
Well, it shouldn't be my story. Because if anybody's over there thinking, I want them to know that what does somebody who's not from there see? What does somebody who doesn't see them see and notice? What did you do? How were you safe? How did it feel? I'm trying to pay some of these people back who haven't done it, because I learn off of these people. I learn off every one of them from YouTube, because you could tell the people who are full of BS.
Yeah,
But then you can see when they got the camera and they're making purchases or helping people or doing something, you're learning off of them. I learn off of all these guys, and everybody who wants to go do that are better than the average American over here who starts all this political fight stuff and all this. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, my worst day is having to come back home.
all right, man. Well, I'll talk to you later, all right, Dal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let everybody go.
You guys
Glad-
stay safe. Everybody hit the thumbs up, but you guys stay safe. You don't get cocky and think that storm, it's not going to do much. Don't
I
get
don't-
cocky about it.
Like I said, expect the worst and hope for the best. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I'll let you all go. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. We might go live again on Wednesday.
Yeah, we are planning to have live Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday.
So I'll let you all go. Hey, thanks, Fidel, for showing up. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Florence.
And thank you, Florence.
Florence.
Oh,
She's a
hold
woman.
on.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Florence is a sweet woman. Put her in for sainthood. All right,
Yes.
man. I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching, Anthony. Big E's, thank you very much. You all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everybody.